evening and a welcome to what is the rematch of the 2024 6A state title game. Your Little Rock Central Tigers host the Hornets of Bryan High School. Your Tigers are looking to even up the season series here at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse on the campus of Central High School in Little Rock, Arkansas. We are live here on the Tiger Sports Network presented by Natural State Sports. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Chris Gay, and in just about 4 minutes, we will see if Central can successfully defend their home court and be the second Tiger team to win this evening against the Hornets on this homecoming night. While we have a second, let's learn a little bit about the visitors. So Bryant comes into this game 15-9 overall, 5-2 in conference play. RJ Young is their top player. He leads the team in points with 21 points per game. But Kellen Robinson is not too far behind him at 19 a game. Of course, it's just his first appearance, or excuse me, just his second appearance of the season. He made his first appearance of the season after coming back from injury against Jonesboro. The #1 team in Arkansas had not lost a game in state until Friday, when Bryant was able to come away with a big victory over the Hurricane. They're currently on a 2-game winning streak, beating Conway by 23 not too long before that. And of course, yeah, they beat Jonesboro, the top team in 6A. They remain the top team in 6A and also top team in the state, but they beat them by 18. They beat them by 18 points. I mean, not even their lone out-of-state loss had even done that. So Bryant, they've been able to come through, and of course, again, 19 points in that win over Jonesboro by senior Kellen Robinson. You might recognize his name. He's an Arkansas Little Rock commit, and he is going to be joining his brother KK Robinson here in Little Rock next season for the Trojans, and he's been outstanding. He was a great player. I believe he was at Episcopal Collegiate before he was at Bryant. And now he's looking for just his second game, looking to just appear in his second game of the season. And taking a look at your Tigers, they're coming off a loss at North Little Rock. It was definitely a tough loss. It looked like they were in control for different parts of the game. But they unfortunately came away with a loss, 58-62 in enemy territory, losing to their arch rival. They're on a 2-game losing streak, losing to Jonesboro by 8 before that. Of course, they held Jonesboro to just 57 points and played really well for 4 quarters and really for 3 quarters. I mean, they were right there with Jonesboro the whole way. Jonesboro just finally broke away in that 4th quarter of play. Now Central, who lost their previous meeting to Bryant on the 14th. It was at Hornet Arena. They were down by a lot. I think they were down by 18, 19 at one point in the game. They were able to come back. But they were able to come back in that game and only lose by 4. So Bryant looking to come away with a win and, of course, look to not lose another big lead against this Tiger team. But we will have the starting lineups in just a moment. Of course, Central looking to to get back to 500 in conference play. They dropped down 3-4 overall in the 6A Central in that loss to North Little Rock, and again looking to even it up at 4 apiece. and also looking to improve their overall record to 12-13 on the year. We're about ready to hear the starting lineup for your Hornets. And once again, this is a rematch of the 2024 6A state tournament title game where your Tigers were able to come away with a big victory, beating the Hornets 63-55. Of course, this was a great Hornet team last season. Of course, they're great this season, but again, last year, 29-4 overall, 11-1 in conference play. They actually beat Central both times they played them in the regular season. Of course, lost the one matchup against the Tigers that really mattered. And they're looking to make it 4-0 over the last 2 years against the Tigers here tonight. We'll go ahead and hear the starting lineup for your Hornets.
The 6'5" junior, number 1,
R.J. Young, leading scorer of this team, the 6'4" forward, gets the start.
The 6'4" senior, number 3, R.J. Newton.
R.J. Newton, 6'3" senior guard, averaging about 8.5 points per game, 4.5 assists per game. Recently picked up an offer from North Arkansas College. And then there's Kellen Robinson, the Euler commit, the number 4 player in the class of 2025, according to Prep Hoops. The number 14, Ryan Young. He's a solid basketball player, 6'4" forward, but he's an even better football player. He's a fantastic corner for Bryant's football team, who was obviously great this past year, winning the state title. And then, of course, running the point / shooting guard is Kamarian Bede, the 6'3" junior guard. So a very long starting lineup for the Hornets. But your lineup for your Central Tigers is pretty long itself. Trey Aleem remaining the starting 2 guard. Gavin Holman gets the start. No Clay Blair tonight, out due to illness. But Gavin Holman, who did not play against North Little Rock, is out due to the injury. He's had some great moments this season. Brandon Wright, coming off a career-high performance against North Little Rock with 20 points. Then Trey Stewart going to man down low, and then Luke Moore will probably be handling the point guard duties here tonight. He's looking to have a solid night against the Hornets. He didn't really play, as far as scoring goes, that well against North Little Rock, but before that he had a 27-point game against Jonesboro right here at Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse. But you can imagine with Gavin Holman, there's going to be some acrobatic plays. Of course, we were missing that against North Little Rock, but it seems like every time he steps on the court, there is a chance he catches a body. There's a chance that he finishes some ridiculous layup. He is just prime time basketball. Cannot wait to watch him work. So number 1 versus number 1. Going for the opening tip. It's R.J. Young matched up with Brandon Wright at the center court. Wright trying to gain a little bit of positioning against the taller Young, and Bryant will take control first. Bede up top. He's guarded by Aleem. Ryan Young outside. Newton, not really a strong 3-point shooter. Newton only shoots threes at a 31% clip. Makes threes at a 21% clip. Here's Trey Stewart to right. He's going to step back, take the jumper, knocks it down. First points of the ball game for Central, thanks to Brandon Wright. And that is an early turnover for Bryant. Bede passing behind his back to Newton. Central, another good opportunity here. Brandon Wright will throw in, and he'll get it into Aleem. Aleem is coming off a fantastic game against North Little Rock. Had 17 points, had 5 3-pointers in that game. Inside Moore, can't finish the first time. Stewart trying to get possession. Goes out of bounds off the sophomore, so it will be Bryant basketball. And Robinson can't hold on, and well, that was a late whistle. Trey Stewart will pick up his first personal.
Foul's called on number 5, Trey Stewart. That's his first, team first.
Bede will throw in. Newton up top. Robinson steps back. Kick out to R.J. Young. Robinson, he'll take a step back 3. Won't fall. Right with the rebound. It was poked out by Young, and it will stay with the Tigers. And Aleem stepped out of bounds. R.J. Young to Robinson. Now it's Bede. Bede looking to drive. Kick inside to Young. He kicks out. Robinson. Step back 3. No good. And going for the board was Bede. He'll head to the free throw line. Bryant still searching for the first points of the ball game. And Bede, a 76% free throw shooter, might be the one to get it done. Knocked down the first. Bede, one of the top guards in the state, holds offers from Arkansas State, Arkansas Pine Bluff, Central Arkansas, Troy, and TCU. He's 1 of 2 from the line, though. Another player who's been offered by UCA is Luke Moore, who has it now. Robinson breaks free. Step through, and hangs, can't finish. It will be Central. Well, I thought it was last touch by Bryant, but I guess it will be Hornet basketball still. They get it in Newton. Bede, he'll take the 3. He'll knock it down. Marion Bede, first field goal of the game. He has all 4 points for Bryant so far. Stewart looking to drive on Young, and Young's going to pick up the personal. First foul of the ball game for Bryant. We're about to have somebody jump on our broadcast here at Steve Henson, usually of the Maumelle Sports Network. He'll jump in and take over for color here as Luke Moore has a breakaway, swatted at the rim, but a foul. So Luke Moore headed to the free throw line. Well, Steve, thanks for joining us here. All right, how about now?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, turn me up then over here.
Yeah, I got you.
Perfect. Oh, now I hear myself.
All right, great.
Which is weird, but I hear myself.
Well, I'm guessing Maumelle finished up their game tonight?
So we didn't play tonight.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
But we had a split broadcast for Sylvan Hill. So the boys played at Catholic, the girls played at Mount St. Mary's.
Right.
So I wouldn't call the Mount St. Mary's Sylvan Hills ladies game, and Jake and Jay were over on the boys call it Catholic.
Well, I saw the setup that you guys had at Mount. That was interesting, to say the least.
It's a little different. It is a little different, no doubt. Now, listen, I'm no Will Stafford, but I'm going to do my best to fill in tonight for you.
Inside is Johnson finishing over the defense. Tim Johnson, first points of the ball game. He just checked in, and Bryant gets it right back. 3 on the way from Robinson. He has yet to find the bottom of the bucket. Aleem, straight
And
through,
one.
and one. Trey Aleem, count the basket.
I'll tell you what, Chris. Did we get the end? Okay, yeah, I was about to say. But I'll tell you what, man, this is
Wait a second now.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Did they call an offensive foul?
That it shouldn't be. A couple officials talking over. Let's look at the replay. See Aleem.
Or a travel?
No. They called the offensive foul. Well, Oscar-worthy acting right there. Here's R.J. Young to Newton.
Our official not going to make any friends under that basket on that end for sure.
No, definitely not this early in the ball game. Young looking to drive. Lost it. Stewart. Holman. He can make some plays. Oh. Couldn't get the leap he wanted. Robinson to Newton. He'll finish with the left.
It's a tough transition there.
5-point Bryant lead.
I don't know if Aleem just took a bad step or what. But
And Stewart took too many steps. So another Tiger turnover.
I'll tell you what, this Bryant team, they bring some length at you. This is a big squad. I got to see a lot of them at the King Cotton. It's an impressive team, and now when you add Robinson back to the mix, this is a scary squad.
Yeah, of course, he hasn't scored so far tonight, but did have 19 in his season debut against Jonesboro. Didn't shoot particularly well, but he still made a big impact. Newton, 0 of 2 from the night from beyond.
Let's take RJ shooting from way out there.
Moore looking to drive. Kick out. That's going to be Johnson picking up the foul.
So it's funny, Chris, I had North Little Rock just the last game, correct?
Yeah.
And I know you're a North Little Rock guy. Well, I'm a Bryant guy. I graduated from Bryant.
Oh,
so.
that's right. Well,
Funny irony here.
yeah, exactly. Well, you better not be rooting for him this game.
Not happening.
Moore. Day Thomas just checked in. Big lineup for Central as Wright can't finish. Should stay with Central at will. It was last touch by Caleb Tucker. A couple of subs for the Hornets. Bede checks back in along with Mason Abrahamson.
It's Coach's son.
Hey, he's a solid shooter. I think up until just a couple weeks ago, all of his shots were from outside.
Oh.
And that worked a week ago against North Little Rock as Stewart will get it right back. He's going to take it himself. Taking on contact from Johnson, no call.
A lot of contact to let that go, considering the charge you got down here a minute ago.
Bede, another three? Yeah, he got it. Marion Bede, he has 8 points in this, or excuse me, 7 points in the ball game. Stewart to Bright, finishes through defense.
Central seems to play a lot better when they can get their pace up and go, and the problem is so does Bryant.
Exactly. Here's Abrahamson, thought about it for a second. Tucker. Inside B, challenged by Thomas. Finishes.
Strong finish for Bede. He's kind of been a glue piece for this Bryant team over the last couple of years.
And a steal. Oh, Stewart got it right back. The possession arrow still points for Central. Great job by the football star, Trey Stewart, diving on the floor after that loose ball. C.J. King checks in for the first time for Central, along with Trey Aleem. Tucker and Johnson check out, along with Newton. King driving, can't finish.
Man.
B taking it himself, and Wright's going to head to the free throw line. Well, it's been a physical game thus far.
Yeah, it has. Brandon Wright just a little too aggressive coming over the top. And Robinson, who got about a 20-second break, right back on the floor. He'll head to the line. But I tell you, you know, it seems so academic to make a layup. But when you're being bumped and banged going to the bucket, it's hard to get that ball up there. And that's been the problem for Central right now. They're getting to the rack. It's a lot of contact with no calls right now, and then they can't finish.
First free throw, no good for Robinson. You're absolutely right. It's going to be hard enough just to get past this Hornet defense up top along the perimeter. If you can just get inside and finish the few opportunities you're going to have, that's going to be really important. 1 of 2 from the line for Robinson. 9-point lead for the Hornets. And also for Central, get Luke Moore involved, has yet to even shoot a shot this game. Aleem, pull up, deep floater is good. Trey Aleem, he has that in his bag.
And that's the adjustment. Instead of going right to the rack, pull up and hit the little short jumper, and you avoid the contact that way.
Robinson to Abrahamson. Back to Robinson, King on him. Young working on Moore, can't finish off the glass. Blocked from behind, but a foul. And I'm thinking the Central crowd not really happy with the distribution of the calls. You can see him going up for the shot, gets his own miss.
The problem becomes just the rake down is what they're going to call, and that's unfortunate. Tough call.
First free throw is good.
Especially with some of the bumps we've seen on this end of the floor. It's, you're right, you want to see it consistently on both sides.
And Terrence Cochran checks back in, or excuse me, checks in for the first time tonight. One of 2 from the line again for Bryant. And Young with the steal and puts it up and in.
RJ Young, just so hard to deal with all that length.
Yep, 6'4" forward. Fantastic player. Moore up ahead. To the corner. It's Aleem. Drives past him.
There we go.
Draws a foul, and he'll have a couple free throws. Looks like RJ Young's going to have to.
Got some blood on his hand.
Yeah, he's got to take a second to step off the floor, or at least get patched up by the medical staff right now. He's over next to our table here, but Aleem got 3 points of the ball game.
And Aleem starting to find a little bit on the drives, more under control on the last 2.
Back rim on the second free throw. Minute 14 left to play in the first quarter. Bede, triple number 3, way off. Moore, eyes up ahead, it's King. He's going to pull it out. To the corner, Aleem, he can hit it, and bounces in. Trey Aleem, 6-point Bryant lead.
But it could have touched anything else.
No, wow. I mean, he hit 5 of those against North Little Rock last week. I was hoping he could keep up the hot streak as Robinson will shoot a deep one. I think he shot 4, missed all 4. Now he'll drive, pull up mid-range jumper, won't fall again.
Man,
Young fighting for it. Offensive foul. Finally goes to Central's way as Moore will pick up the charge. Day Thomas checks out. Gavin Holman checks in. Take another look at it. He just went right into Moore's body. Good call by the official. King managed to hold on to it. 2-on-1 fast break. And somehow Newton gets the block. Up ahead. Lob. Bede. Oh, could not finish. Holman got a shot to the face. Aleem
Oh, he stepped on. Oh no, foul.
It was a foul underneath. Holman got a shot to the face initially on the other end. There was no call there, and now it's going to be 2 shots. As Central's already in the bonus for this quarter.
That's quick action up and down the floor
really
right now.
Yep.
And physical on both ends.
Aleem's been the go-to guy so far in this game for Central. Has 7 points so far, 7 of their 12. Now 8 of their 13. Abrahamson, that one's tipped up in the air. Holman grabs it up ahead. Won't matter, but great defense to end the quarter for your Tigers. 13-17 is the score. Bryant still ahead by 4. Stay tuned for more Tiger basketball on the Tigers Sports Network.
Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
Live here from Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse is the rematch of the 2024 6A state title game. I'm Chris Gay, your play-by-play commentator. This is Steve Henson, usually of the Maumelle Sports Network, but he's running color with me here tonight. And Steve, what have you seen so far from the Hornets, who have a 4-point advantage?
Well, right now, you know, they're playing more physical, but they're getting more calls. And Bede, as he goes to the bucket on cue, has been a spark after coming back off the bench. But this is a Bryant team that's big, fast, physical. What you don't want to allow, though, Kellen Robinson's going to shoot some more. And so far, he's not seen anything go through, and we want to keep it that way.
Moore, he's yet to score as well for Central. Now he drives, kick out. It's Aleem up top on the left side. It's got Newton on him. Trying to go right at him, can't finish. Right, oh, he gets his own miss and puts it back up and in. 10 points for Trey Aleem in the first half.
It has been the Trey Aleem show all first half so far.
Robinson crosses over. He's got King all over him. Inside, Young. Good defense by Central. Moore up ahead to right. Challenge by Johnson. He comes away with the rejection.
Nice steal.
Stolen by Wright. He beats Robinson back against Johnson. 2-point game.
Transition basketball at its finest. Central bringing this crowd to life right now.
Robinson, he's got an open look. Won't fall for him that time either.
I watched Kellen Robinson pile up. I heard you mention it earlier before I got here on the broadcast. He was, at Episcopal before transferring. He was the leading scorer down in 4A. And I remember them playing Robinson in a ball game at Robinson, and I think he scored 49 in 3 quarters of play.
That sounds about right for him.
Incredible. Now, I think they scored 56 in the game or something like that, but he is an impressive young man.
Aleem, contested jumper, won't fall from the elbow. It's Newton. To the corner, Young. Robinson guarded by Moore. Young, corner three on the way. Won't fall.
That's a foul.
Holman, yeah, that is a foul by R.J. Young.
Foul's called on number 1, R.J. Young. That's his second.
For Young, that's his second personal. In the ball game for the first time is Jonathan Frost for Bryant.
Stepping in for the Hornets is number 2.
Jonathan Frost is a young man. Was at Bryant, went to Maumelle, and then back to Bryant this year. And that kid right there, I love that kid to death. Not to try to talk up a Bryant guy. Great kid and a heck of a ball player. He's good for 5 fouls a game.
Aleem gets a guy up in the air. He'll take it off the baseline. Shot won't count. But Trey Aleem, I mean, he's been solid so far. I think this is outside of his 17-point outburst against North Little Rock. This has been the most aggressive he has played on the offensive end in conference play, at least.
You know, I was going to say a minute ago, it's good for Central that you've got Aleem going, because now if you can get more and a couple of these other guys going, you got a real chance to knock off this Bryant team. But he needs some help right now.
Right to King. King looking to drive. Can't finish. Bede with the board. Looking to drive. Floater in the lane. Rolls in for the junior. King. He'll pull up a contested mid-range jumper. Maybe not the right shot there, but Holman collects the rebound. Moore looking to drive. Can't finish. Was looking for that backboard. Couldn't find it.
You're getting everything you want, but it's through the net.
Moore. Great anticipation. Finally, Luke Moore scores. Back to a 2-point ball game as Coach Abrahamson wants to take a timeout. What have you seen from Central? Obviously, it's been a spirited comeback here, especially within, I don't know, the last 6 minutes spanning through the first quarter.
I think Central right now is the defensive effort. That's what's keeping them in the ball game right now. They're able to get stops on this end. They're able to get into the passing lanes of Bryant. And I think that's the big difference, because they're getting to the rim. They're not finishing. But I think you got to love what you're seeing effort-wise out of them, because this is a situation where when the buckets aren't falling, you can really get down. And it's great to see them continue to defend hard and create easy opportunities on this end. If they can keep this pace going, I think they can stay in the ball game. Now, Bryant wants to run like that too. So that's kind of a scary proposition. Bryant's maybe the little bit deeper team, but I like what Central's doing defensively right now. If they can get some help out of the likes of Luke Moore, who just got that bucket, Brandon Wright a little bit out there. Aleem's been great. You know, King's had some really good looks at it. They're just not falling for him. So get some of your normal guys to start producing, and I think this is going to be a fun second half and finish to this ball game.
Well, the Central team, as you mentioned, Bryant might have the better depth, but the Central team has really been ravaged by illness over the last few days, and they are without one of their top scorers, Clay Blair Jr., who I believe is also out due to illness, and inside is good. Bryant back to a 4-point lead, courtesy of Jordan Warren.
And offensive rebounding. You cannot let them get second and third chances at it.
Aleem, he's got a good look from downtown. Back iron. And it's Wright who found it. More. Third time's the charm.
Again, effort. It's
Oh, there was a warning.
delay a game.
Well, it was on Luke Moore. He passed it to the official, just not the right one, apparently. I've never seen that, but Holman checks out. Thomas checks in.
Yeah, I don't think Moore didn't mean that in any way.
No.
I think the ball just came back to him and instinctually grabbed it and tossed it, but it just to the wrong official.
Well, and it's a good thing they did not give him the technical, just gave him the warning, so can't have something like that happen a second time, but as Robinson has it, he's met by King up top. Screen from Bede. Oh, that's a travel by Robinson. 3:33 left to play in the first half. 2-point ball game.
to Phil Robinson, maybe pressing a little, coming off the big win over Jonesboro and trying to prove himself against another highly rated guy in Luke Moore. Maybe Robinson trying to press just a little bit here and do too much for Bryant. I'll keep it as long as nothing goes through the net for him.
Moore to a trailing Stewart. He held his pivot foot. Moore, 3-ball on the way, it's good. Luke Moore, triple number 1. And Central, just like that, has the lead for the first time since they held a 2-0 lead at the beginning of the game. It's Frost. Newton. Only shoots 21% from outside. They can let him shoot that. Moore looking to drive. He pulls it out. Inside to Thomas. Going at the defense. Reverse layup. What a finish. Day Thomas. First points of the ball game.
This is a heck of a job by Thomas to use the baseline and get himself in position, and then a little nifty finish with the reverse.
Bede guarded by King. Screen from Warren. He'll reject it. Newton looking for somebody to give it to. Gives it back to Frost. Tucker up top. Frost against Stewart. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrow Central. What a quarter for the Tigers. Take another good look at Aleem wrapped up with Tucker. Huge defensive play for the Tigers. Aleem, Central quickly breaks past, and Moore going to draw some contact. He's definitely feeling that hit, but he'll have a couple free throws coming up.
Just when we asked for a little bit more help for Aleem, Luke Moore comes to the rescue. Big quarter. You said it a minute ago. It's been a great quarter for Central. Now you just got to close it out.
But Moore with 5 points. Going to stay that way for the time being. 2:02 left to play. And now Coach Lewis is going to call a timeout. Well, 2:02 left to play. Obviously, Bryant trying to get back into this ball game. Have only scored 6 points in this quarter. What do they have to do to break their cold streak right now?
Well, they just got to see something go through. I mean, we talked about it just a second ago. Kellen Robinson, you feel like maybe pressing a little bit to get him, forcing himself into rhythm. That's a guy you don't want to see get into rhythm. Bede's missed a couple of shots. He's also made a couple of big shots. But, you know, the other piece I think, too, if you're Bryant, R.J. Newton, you need to start moving him into inside the arc. Again, you said it a couple times. He's shooting roughly 20% from the three. He's taken 3 or 4 of them so far in this first half. That's not his game. If you're Coach Abrahamson, you're telling him, get inside, work inside, and then maybe find your shot out there. But right now, Bryant just needs to see something go through the bucket.
Moore, another free throw coming up. Got it to fall. R.J. Newton, 6'3" senior guard, averages about 8.5 points per game. Here's B, 3-ball on the way. Oh, in and out, inside. As you said, Newton working his way into the interior, and now he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's a very unfortunate bounce for Central. We were in position to get the rebound, and it just caromed off the edge of the rim, which allowed Newton to get that and go back up. And, you know, sometimes you get beat on the offensive end of the floor on the rebounding, but in this situation, just a basketball bounce is funny sometimes.
First free throw is good from Newton, a 61% free throw shooter.
Newton's a guy that highly thought of early on. Maybe a guy kind of falling through the shuffle with all the talent at Bryant right now, but still a talented young man.
has actually had a pretty solid senior season, getting his first college offer at North Arkansas and up from 3 points per game last season as King somehow keeps possession, throws it up, and there's a foul underneath on Central. I believe it's going to be on Thomas.
Watching King, he's frustrated that he didn't get a call, but in that situation, he fell away from the contact and really just was in the air and out of control. And then unfortunately for Central, a foul after the rebound.
Brandon Wright checks back into the ball game. Thomas checks out.
Oh. I think he meant 25.
20. I'm
Yeah.
confused with the call. So apparently now Central has the.
It was a hold on 25 for Bryant. He called out 35.
Yeah, so Tim Johnson picks up the personal. That is his third. As Warren will check back into the ball game for the Hornets. Just heard Coach Abrahamson asking Tim Johnson what he did. He said he had no idea.
I don't know.
Right. Down. Brandon Wright with the throwdown.
Hey, at Maumelle, we call those rack attacks.
He's an athletic player. Hey, that dunk he had against North Little Rock was one of the best plays I've seen all year. Well, I say I've seen it. I didn't actually. I was looking down at my notes. I got to miss it. I watched the replay like 3 or 4 times, but that was it. Robinson still scoreless, and Bede, will that count?
How did he foul him? He was sitting on the ground.
I don't know if that basket counts.
Yeah, they counted the bucket.
They did? Okay. Well, Bede. Wright was just trying to stand back up. Yeah, they do count the basket. So Central has a 2-point lead now as Bede is at the free throw line for Brandon Wright. That is his second personal foul. Bede will check out after converting the and one, and Cochran will check back in.
Look at it.
48 seconds.
It's an unfortunate situation there for Brandon Wright. I think the call was because he was using his body as leverage to get up. You could see him kind of leaning back. And I'm guessing that's what the call was.
Tucker on Moore. Moore's had a great second quarter of action. Now he'll get a screen from Stewart. He's going to pull back. Won't fall. Stewart with the offensive rebound, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Stewart's a pretty solid basketball player, but the guy's an even better football player. Currently a 3-star prospect, 3-star running back. Offers from Kennesaw State, Arkansas, Purdue, and Sacramento State.
You know, speaking on the football side of things, it's been a long time since Central has been a noisemaker in the football world.
That is true.
But I tell you what, they are putting together quite an impressive roster going into next season.
Exactly.
I think you're going to see a lot more success out at the new stadium over here. There's a beautiful new facility behind us. Well, and so it's good to see the football guy come in here and add some physicalness to this basketball team right now.
That's true. And Jacob Marshall, also a part of that football team. As Newton's going to take the three, going to miss the three.
It's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds. There's going to be maybe no, they're going to go ahead and clear. I thought there was going to be like a second or a tenth of a second or something left, but doesn't matter. So Central hangs on to a 2-point lead as we head into half number 2. We'll have a chance to talk with Coach Williams and his player of the game here in just a moment. But until then, stay tuned to the Tiger Sports Network presented by Natural State Sports.
Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart. Let them experience captivating research opportunities. Let them experience more hands-on opportunities with new technology. Let them experience cutting-edge career pathways. Let them experience creativity and expression through the arts. Let them experience more opportunities to innovate and compete regionally and nationally. More opportunities for kids. It's what sets Little Rock School District apart.
And welcome back to the Tiger Sports Network. I'm Chris Kay, joined by Coach Marlon Williams and the player of the game, Elise Williams. Congratulations on a big win against a good Bryant team. Coach, I mean, it was a close game at first, and then you guys came away with a 12-point victory. But it was a different team in that second half, I could tell. What did you say in the locker room at halftime?
We're just trying to get back to some of the basic things that we need to do. Pressure the ball, rebound the ball a little bit better, get in and out of defensive stops. So we did that, and, we kind of extended the lead there in the fourth quarter.
Now, Elise, I think you had 5 points or something like that, but you ended your cold streak in conference play from outside. That first three-pointer, did you think you had any shot at that going in?
Oh, yeah, I knew I had a shot.
You knew you had it going?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it was a great shot, and then you certainly were definitely confident, especially in that fourth quarter. You had that drive as well. What was going through your mind, your mindset, really in the fourth quarter as you guys were trying to break away from the Hornets?
Basically just keeping the lead. We was missing a lot of shots tonight, but we were just trying to keep the lead, move the ball around a lot.
But as Elise said, you guys were missing, a few shots tonight, just couldn't get the lid off. But what do you tell your team in a situation like that when you have the looks, shots just aren't falling?
Yeah, we want to get in transition, get some easy buckets. Just kind of up the pressure on the defense, or get a good defensive rebound and push the basketball and get out in space where we can use some of our athleticism and get to the rack. So when we're doing that, we're at our best. They did a good job kind of mixing up their defenses, kind of keeping us off balance on our on the offensive end. But we made a few adjustments, but kudos to them. They have improved a lot, and so they've made it a good contest for us.
Well, one player that was really a problem when you guys saw them the first time back in January was Jaisha Williams. You guys were able to keep her in check. What was the game plan, guarding her?
Yeah, she was definitely a point of emphasis. We wanted to keep her off the boards because when we was there, she got some second chance opportunities, and she did do a good job of driving the ball to the basket. She didn't get a chance to drive it as much tonight. We paid a little bit more attention to her tonight. So good job by our team getting that done and adjusting to the scout report.
Well, you guys are back here at home against Cabot, and actually, at least this is a poppin' atmosphere. Of course, it has been every home game, it seems like. But how are you able to focus and stay in tune to the game in a major homecoming atmosphere like we've seen tonight?
Just staying focused before the game. I talk to myself before the game to make sure I keep myself in check.
Now, you guys have Cabot on Friday. What is your mindset heading into that one against the Panthers?
Just playing hard, do like we've been doing. Getting transition buckets and just keeping the winning streak going. And we get ready for Conway.
Now, Coach, again, Cabot on Friday. What's the game plan headed into that one?
Yeah, Cabot, they a lot like Bryant. They're young, they're scrappy. They're just going to get better because they got a high ceiling because they're so young. So, the thing is, we got to follow our game plan. We got to be solid, on defense. Offensively, we need to execute a lot better and take advantage of our size a little bit, and that'll be great.
Now, also, pretty good game we have going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible upset here?
It's always possible. Central Bryant is always a good game. especially here in the last couple of years. They got some history. So I'm looking forward to our guys. You know, they hungry for a big win over a really good team. And hey, this is time to do it. You know, we got a great atmosphere right now. We had a lot going on, as you've seen before. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they get done here in the second half.
All right, Coach Williams and Elise Williams, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the big win, and good luck on Friday.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
We'll stay tuned for the second half of action here in just a second.
Let them experience passions through extracurriculars. Let them experience teamwork, discipline, and resilience through sports. Let them experience leadership and service to community. Let them experience on-the-job training through internships and job shadowing. Let them experience the excitement of performing through drama and dance.
And welcome back to the Tigers Sports Network, presented by Natural State Sports. Got a good look at some of the highlights of the first half of action. Your Little Rock Central Tigers have the 30-28 lead here over the visiting Bryant Hornets. I'm Chris Gay, your play-by-play commentator, joined by Steve Henson, my color analyst. And Steve, I mean, this is, I think, a different Central team than what we've seen throughout the year. Obviously, they have 3 wins in conference play, but this is a spirited performance for a short-handed Tiger team.
Yeah, you know, when I heard you say that Clay Blair wasn't going to be available, you know, that's worrisome already. That's a lot of points that you're missing from the game, and a lot of just energy and minutes that you're missing from the game. And so, you know, they are shorthanded. They've been able to get up and down the floor, though. But what I love, shorthanded or not, the effort's been incredible. Again, we talked about it in the first half. You miss some shots, and sometimes you get down on yourself, and you don't get back defensively. You don't do the things you're supposed to. They're getting back defensively, and they're doing a great job of it. And so that's what's impressed me most out of this Central team in the first half. And now the question is, can you carry the energy over after the break?
Kamarian Bede has it to start, and Holman, an early steal. Luke Moore Gonna take it himself. No foul. A lot of contact though. Robinson, first basket of the game, still scoreless.
Got numbers.
White takes it himself. No one to stop him inside.
See, I wish that's what Moore would have done on the last fast break, is just go to the bucket.
Young, easy basket inside. Breaks the early Central lead. Holman, quick three. That one's long. Young. 3-on-3 fast break, and Newton with the floater off the glass.
That was tough. Central just didn't get back, and you saw Luke Moore, I think, there kind of imploring to his team, we got to get back defensively.
Holman taking it himself. He doesn't have the same type of bounce we've seen from him over the last few weeks. He was out against North Little Rock due to an injury, and he doesn't have it on now, but he had a knee brace on, so I think his athleticism, outside of what we got to see from him during warm-ups, is a little bit hindered, but he's still playing pretty solid basketball right now. Obviously, the steal opening up the second half and then the layup.
Yeah, absolutely, and that means you got to see the rest of these guys start to contribute, because it was Aleem's first. It felt like it was Luke's second. Who's going to be the guy that answer the bell here in the third? And right now they've got Bryant on their heels. Keep pushing it. Hey, I want to talk about sponsorships real quick. You know, obviously we've been blessed to be able to build this network out. We want to continue to follow Central into the 6A tournament. But guess what? It's way up in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah. But I know Chris and the rest of us would love to be able to make that trip. We need sponsorships from you guys to continue to help build this program. We've got some great opportunities. They start as low as $250 for the rest of the season, and that gets you postseason sponsorship as well. And then they range all the way up to $1,200 for our presenting sponsor, and you get a whole lot with that.
First three of the game off the glass for R.J. Newton.
Bank was open late. But, and then we've also, if you just want to sponsor the postseason games, those start as low as $50 a game. Obviously, we don't know how many we're going to play, but we hope we play at least 4 of them.
And would love all the involvement as we can get, as that's going to be another Tiger turnover.
And if you're a business, obviously we'd love to get your sponsorship and be able to advertise for you, even if you're an individual that just wants to sponsor the broadcast. Obviously, Chris and Will do a phenomenal job of bringing you this action, and so we would love to have you guys as a sponsor. There is a Cash App link in our comments. You can click there if you just would like to donate or make a sponsorship in that manner as well. Just let us know that you're sponsoring Central basketball.
And look, I love to read commercials. I think everybody got tired of how often I read the First Community Bank commercials with Joe T. Robinson football. I just love to read it. So that's what you'll get from me. And whoa, what a block by Newton.
Man, looked like you had an easy run out there.
Young, gonna be a traveling violation. A nice break for Central as they are trying to come back from a 1-point deficit here.
I'm a little jealous though of y'all's crowds over here and the atmosphere that gets in the blacktop every single night. Like, this is pretty good stuff. I pulled in, the parking lot was full. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, it helps that they're right behind us. Everybody can pretty much feel people breathing down my neck. It is always a great atmosphere here at the blacktop. As Holman's going to shoot the three. Not going to make it, though. Beard.
Got to get back.
Up ahead to Ryan Young. Looking for R.J. Young. Couldn't get it to him, though. And that's going to be Central basketball. And I believe it might be Ryan Young that picks up the personal. Actually, I don't know who picked up the foul. Yeah, it will be Ryan Young for the junior. And that is his 3rd personal. Moore up ahead to Holman. And not a great pass. It's Kellen Robinson. And still scoreless in this game. Brandon Wright up ahead. Looking to take it himself. Can't finish. But Holman, second chance opportunity. He can't finish, though. Robinson finally takes the lid off. First basket of the ball game.
Almost blocked that. He got a fingertip on it, but Kellen had enough on it.
I have to say, it's been a quick quarter so far. Just 4:23 left to play in the third. Been a lot of back and forth action as King will check in, and I believe it was Brandon Wright that checks out. Actually, no, it was Gavin Holman that checked out. Tim Johnson checks in for Bryant. Ryan Young checks out. Moore, he'll step back,
That's
take
a
the
foul.
three. Luke Moore!
He caught an arm, too. Either way, beautiful shot by Luke Moore.
Second triple of the ball game as Newton has it on the right side. It's Tim Johnson working inside. The kickball by Aleem. 22 seconds on the shot clock for Bryant. Inside for Young and finishes off the lob.
It's a great inbound play by Bryant. Kind of fell asleep a little bit there.
Moore, oh, what a snag. Oh. That was tough. Was his foot or was the ball? I'm guessing it's the ball.
The ball
that's
has
the
to go back across, yeah, and his entire body, but his body was back. So I get confused sometimes looking at this court. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's the colors. I don't know why, but the colors with the lines always mess up where your half-court line is. So to be honest, and we're not at the greatest angle. It's hard to tell.
Bede with a quick three, can't fall. Moore, he'll pull it out. King in the corner. He's got Bede on him.
Need to see something go through here. It's been a minute. This team's kind of struggling a little bit.
Thomas looking for somebody right cutting.
Should be Central basketball.
Yeah, it will stay
Okay.
with the Tigers. Last touch by Tim Johnson. Aleem up ahead. Bede gets the steal. Oh, what a push! Kamarian Bede. What a finish!
Oh my!
Said something to the student section on his way down. Aleem trying to answer. King to Moore.
And what?
Inside and just can't finish.
So, Bede, that was an impressive play out of Kamarian Bede to make the play, to fight through the contact, to be the faster man, and then you could see it the minute he took off with the ball. He knew what he was going to do with it. Now, on the other end of the floor, it's really hard when you're talking about young men who see a guy do that on this end. Their immediate response is, I want to respond on this end. Central got a little out of control there. It was good to see Luke Moore kind of take control and settle it down, get to the rack, force the action, get a foul, and get to the line.
Luke Moore was 1 of 2 the last time at the charity stripe.
Got the first. See, I forget you guys have this awesome live view monitor.
Really nice monitor.
It's not fair. It's not fair. The OG network just gets the shaft.
2-point ball game.
Luke Moore, again, it's like the second and third are his right now. And you're starting to see that look in his eyes. Who's going to help him?
Robinson 3, back iron. Moore up ahead, looking to take it himself, and he's going back to the free throw line. He is a free throw merchant. Knows how to draw contact and get to the charity stripe.
I asked who was going to help him. Luke Moore said, I don't need any help. I'll do it all by myself.
For Bede, that is just his first personal, as Caleb Tucker at the scores table set to come into the ball game. He'll check out.
I love the dynamic of being courtside. just because of what you get to kind of be in the middle of. It's a lot of fun.
Well, and always right next to the visiting bench. We've gotten a lot of hot mic moments throughout the year.
We used to be near the visiting bench at Maumelle, but there was an incident. So we got moved.
Yeah. You bring that up every now and then. Yeah, that might be worth a search on YouTube if someone can find the right game.
Yeah,
it's pretty entertaining.
Scroll through the Maumelle Sports Network for a bit. Actually, that was on the Natural State Sports Network.
It's going to be a foul by Tucker.
Speaking of the Maumelle Sports Network, because we were, I got in trouble at halftime. So I was walking to the restroom, and what I call the best shot blocker in the state, Malik McGuire of Maumelle, was over there. He's here taking in this ball game because, of course, Maumelle didn't play tonight. And he looked me right in the eyes and he said, "You're wearing the wrong hat." Guess who we play Friday? Sylvan Hills.
Yeah.
At their place, who just happened to win their 7th straight tonight.
Well.
They're looking to be giant killers after knocking off Little Rock Christian.
Oh, that is true. That was a shocker. Robinson up top looking to jab step. It's Newton, another corner three. Yeah, he got it. Second triple of the ball game from R.J. Newton. He's starting to heat up.
That's not what you need right now to finish here.
Inside, Thomas, wide open underneath. 4 points from the big man. Transfer from Maumelle Charter. Young at the free throw line, looking to drive.
Jump.
Tangled up. It's a jump ball. Possession says it is Central basketball.
Again, the defensive effort. It doesn't matter that they're not hitting their shots, which, again, I like the action on this end the last time up, but they just continue to play hard on the defensive end.
Moore. Aleem. It's and threw it right to Robinson. Inside it's Young working on Thomas. And what a finish by R.J. Young. I mean, when you're 6'4", you're supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah, no doubt. Say, if you've ever wanted to experience the swing of emotion of a basketball game, just watch Coach Abrahamson over here. He went from, just all the breath comes out of him running down the bench, and then they get the steal on the other end, and he's right back up. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. Moore looking to go back and be perfect from the line. Nah, maybe jinxed him a little bit.
That's wow.
Free throw no good.
We talk about the physical nature of this game. Central's not been called for a foul at all this quarter. And we are at the line. That's big.
Yeah, 5 fouls all on the Hornets. 3-point ball game in favor of Bryant. 25 on the shot clock. Newton inside of Warren. Rejected at the rim. There is a foul.
They're going to get a lean down low.
Not a shooting foul. And for Aleem, I believe that's just his first. I don't know. Let's call it second personal. Oh, they are going to say it's a shooting foul. I thought he fouled off the ball, but
no, he was going up for the shot because we had the rejection. I think Aleem caught him on the low end on the way up.
Warren, a 70% free throw shooter, misses his first. Robinson checks out and B checks back in.
Again, Central, you got 40 seconds left in the third. You got to weather this storm, go down and get a bucket here, and then defend hard on the way back up. Don't let them extend this out to a 5, 6, 7 point lead before we get to the fourth.
Moore with Newton on him. They'll just drain a lot of clock here. 4-second difference between the shot and game
Gotta go
clock.
now.
7 seconds, 6. And can't quite finish underneath its bead. Comes
no,
away.
didn't get back.
And Young finishes. And almost another great look for Bryant underneath. So like you said, they extended this lead to 6 right before the end of the quarter. And now Central looking to come back, down 45-51. And what do you think Coach Lewis is talking with his assistants about right now?
They got to figure out how to finish. I mean, again, you saw Luke Moore do everything you wanted him to do. Didn't get a foul call. I couldn't tell if there was a foul or not, but went through the contact, just didn't finish. And again, you're getting to the rim. You're getting every single thing you want except the ball going through the net. And again, they've defended well. I think a couple of lapses there where your defense didn't get back. And I think part of that is where you're out efforting yourself on the offensive end right now, trying everything to get something to go through the bucket, and you're just not getting back defensively. And again, maybe that's partially tired legs a little bit as we get late in this game. But I think this break right now, if I'm coach, I'm telling them just dig deep, keep digging, and figure out a way to finish this game off. And you got to get stops here to start the quarter.
I'm sure now for Bryant, the player to play through. Obviously, Bede's had a solid effort, has played well all throughout the night. R.J. Young is the player to play through from here on out. He's been very successful on the inside so far tonight.
Yeah, Young has been an absolute animal. And again, we talked about the length that this Bryant team possesses. And you just look and you feel like half the guys on the floor feel like they're a head above what this Central team is. The other thing, when you look at these guys, they're big. Like they look like they've been going through the football weight programs.
Young on the near side. Newton managed to hang on to that pass. He's got King on him. Back to Robinson. Newton, another three.
Yeah.
Won't fall that time.
Again, numbers say we'll take it. Shoot that. Analytics say let him shoot that all day long. But now you have to answer with a bucket.
Aleem, thought he was about to. He is really not. I don't think he's scored since that impressive first half.
No, he hasn't, and it's not been. Again, that was a great shot. That ball was halfway down, just did not go. And Central needs to see something go through.
Young lost it, fighting for it.
Yeah.
Possession arrow says
It's not going to be a jump. They're going to get a timeout.
Well, I certainly didn't catch that, but yeah, it's going to be a timeout by Bryant.
We were just talking about R.J. Young. That was a great play. Young was able to turn his body and keep possession of it just enough that Coach Abrahamson could get the timeout call.
You can tell that consistently they are going to try to go to Young in the post. When he posts up that smaller Central player, he's immediately going to go to work. Either that floater or whatever, turn and shoot, he's going to knock it. He's going to have a great shot.
Well, and again, I think in that situation, what you want to do is you want to see these guys crashing for doubles. If you can, and Newton's on the floor, whoever's out on him, that's who you want to crash to the double team. Let Newton shoot it. I mean, he's found a couple of them tonight, but the numbers say he's not. And if you can force him to put it up over R.J. Young, I think your percentages are a whole lot better.
R.J. Young leads the team in points per game. Also shoots 52% from the field, the most from a starter outside of Ryan Young, who shoots it at an incredible 61%. Of course, with the amount of shots that Young puts up, R.J. Young that is, I mean, shooting 52% is pretty impressive.
Again, length helps you so much in the game of basketball, but
inside Young, he can't get it to fall though.
Now we got a jump ball.
Tangled up with Bede.
Nope, gonna get a foul.
King will throw in for the Tigers. I think he's pretty much played the entire second half.
King's the guy, if you have him on the floor for that many minutes, you're going to have to get some scoring out of him, and somebody's got to help right now.
Aleem, off-balance floater. Thomas, can't get it to fall.
So unlucky. Sorry, Chris.
No, you're fine. I mean, yeah, it was definitely unfortunate there for the Tigers. They've had a few of those so far today. Bede, pull-up jumper, got it to fall.
That's what Bede brings to the floor. You know, sometimes you think of the baseball term of a closer. That's what Kamarion Bede is to this Bryant basketball team. He's that guy that you want in the hands of down the stretch. He's your closer.
Right in the body of Bede and finishes right back at you.
Back, created his own space, found a spot. Now you gotta get a stop.
Newton, he'll shoot another three. He won't make the three, though. It's Moore with the rebound. Gets it to Wright. Another finish with the left.
Brandon Wright starting to feel a little bit now. Another stop. Again, like we said, let them let three shoot it from out there. If he's beyond the arc, just fall off of him. Good buddy of mine, Monty Patel, used to yell out, "Not a shooter," from the bench. I think that's what Central needs to be saying right now. Let Newton shoot it.
Bede to the corner. It's Robinson. He still cannot find his shot from outside.
For Central, you got to take advantage here. You're not going to get games like this out of Kellen Robinson ever.
Inside, it's Thomas. Cutting right. Can't finish. King. In the body of Young. Got it to fall.
What a finish by King. Man.
First bucket of the second half came at the right time. Now it's a 2-point game. And Moore breaks it up. Jump ball. Possession arrow, Tigers.
Possession goes to the Tigers.
What a defensive play by Luke Moore, streaking in to break it up, and then multiple Tigers coming in to wrap up with Robinson.
I'll tell you what, the energy level continues to pick up in this building.
Of course, Bryant has a pretty good group that has traveled with them, and at times they've been pretty energetic too, and Young gets the block over Thomas.
What a play by Young.
4 minutes left to play. Robinson, a deep triple. And that's the one that falls?
Goodness gracious.
Of all the shots, and that is the one that fell. And it's going to be a foul by R.J. Young.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it early in the ball game. I said Kellen Robinson's going to shoot it, and he's going to shoot it, and he's going to shoot it. Last thing you want to see is it go through and like that with a shooter's touch, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Don't leave him open anymore anywhere on the floor. I think that might be the one that gets this young man going, and you hope not. 3.5 to go.
He's 2 of 11 from outside against Jonesboro, and he wasn't shooting well, but he's a guy that can still put up some points when he has enough shots. And King's going to travel, and tough break for the Tigers, down 5 with 3:25 remaining.
One of the worst things you can do on a basketball court is be uncertain in yourself and what you want to do. And right there, King just needs to pull the trigger. He's open. His defender has sagged off of him. And instead, he double thought what he was going to do there and went for the pass instead of the shot and traveled and turned it over.
And more up ahead. Going to take out some of our equipment. My goodness. Luke Moore, great defensive play. All right, I think this
Everything
is
good? Everything good?
Yeah.
Nothing broken? Okay.
No, all right, all good, all right.
Look at that. Production. That other system would have went through the floor.
Robinson looking to drive. Met by
Good
Thomas.
D.
Abrahamson wants a foul. King up ahead. 3-on-2 fast break. Gets it to Moore.
There you go.
Finishes with the left. 3-point ball game.
Student section making themselves heard right now.
Robinson, another three. Still cannot really get it consistently.
Get a rebound.
Yes! Offensive foul. I think they're going to give it to R.J. Young, and that will be his 4th personal foul.
Timeout. Let me get a timeout.
And Bryant's going to get the timeout, and that is a tough break for R.J. Young, picking up his 4th personal. A nice break, though, for Central.
That's a huge break for Central because he has been the nucleus right now. Now, again, I would expect, I'm going to guess with 2.5 to go or 2:21 to go in the ball game, that you're probably going to see him go to the bench.
That was a great block by Thomas. King breaking through and making the good pass to Moore.
Well, and then it's King on the other end of the floor that picks up the charge. So a great series of events there for King. We were just talking about him when he had to travel down here, and now he turns around with a great play, a great find on this end, and then picks up the charge for a possession on this end.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted to do on the offensive end. And of course, at the defensive end, I mean, there's a reason why I don't think he's subbed out this entire half, and it's because he's played some outstanding defense at the very least. I know offensively, he's had his struggles, you know, especially with decision making, which he's had his uncertainty moments all throughout the year. I mean, you referenced that. Will has really gotten on him every now and then. It's like, shoot the ball, you can shoot it, but making good plays here late.
And that is, it's such a hard thing, but you just, I mean, you see Kellen Robinson going through it really tonight since he's come back, but you got a guy like that on the floor that you know can shoot it. The last thing you want him to do is second guess himself. Just put it up.
Moore with Newton on him. Gets it back to Aleem. Oh, and that pass sailed over the head of King. And a costly turnover with 2:02 remaining.
That's tough. Again, it's that heel. Uh-oh, somebody's being escorted from the building.
Yeah, you're right.
Robinson.
They got a pull-up jumper. 7 points in the ball game for Kellen Robinson. All in the second half.
Back up, Kelly. Back up, Kelly. Back up, Kelly.
Need a bucket.
1:35 remaining in the ball game.
Love to see some action with Moore moving towards the rack here. There you go, King. Oh, I'm feeling it now. Shoot the balls. Shoot it. Get it up.
And R.J. Young's night is over. 5th personal for R.J. Young as he was going for the steal. 14 foul by the Hornets. And he hasn't been subbed out yet.
He can't stay on the floor. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's 5 fouls.
There we go. You know, we had a situation like this in the Maumelle-Jacksonville game a couple of weeks ago where they had a guy pick up a 5th foul and they continued play. They also didn't reset the shot clock, and Maumelle just tossed up a 3 thinking the shot clock was going off. And the kid with 5 fouls played 2 plays before they actually announced that he fouled out and come out of the game.
Oh, jeez.
Who's over there? Who's over there?
Moore screen from Thomas. Got Robinson on him. Now he's about to be
the basket.
He's almost double teamed. Thomas managed to hang on. Aleem driving, floater, off balance, no good. It's Robinson with the board. He's going to push it under a minute. Taking it inside, and he'll draw some contact. That student section.
Gonna get double technicals. Looks like on King and 14 for Bryant.
That's going to be Ryan Young.
We've got another one.
Oh, someone's been tossed.
I think that was King, or Day Thomas is maybe who caught both technicals. I'm not sure which one it was. I thought initially it was on King, but it may have been on Day first and then second.
Yeah, okay, so.
On number 1, Brandon Wright. That's his third, team first.
So Wright picked up a personal. The officials still trying to. Yeah, so 2 free throws and the technical, because Wright picked up the personal. We still don't know who that technical is officially on.
Yeah, they called doubles, and then on the way he called another one. But there was no explanation as to what that was.
Well, the public address announcer kind of needs to know too, and he has yet to get a clear sign.
Well, to your point, and I think that might be Coach Abrahamson's point right now, I thought he tossed somebody.
Say with
This is a tech. What they say? It's tech. Oh, Robinson's going to shoot him.
Okay, so Day Thomas picked up a 4th foul. That was the technical. And then there was 3. That would be R.J. Newton picking up his 2nd. So I think that was Day Thomas that got tossed.
Robinson missed it.
Yeah, he missed the 1st. So somewhere in there, R.J. Newton picked up a foul.
I'm still lost on who's been called for what.
Student section trying to make it hard for Robinson to make this 2nd free throw. Ice in his veins on the 2nd one, though.
So now they should shoot.
Okay, maybe
He's got 2 more.
Down the 2nd. Or I guess the 3rd.
I'm confused. Because I don't know.
And Bryant gets the ball, too.
If there were double technicals,
wouldn't they
and
all
then
set?
a 3rd technical, yeah, you should only shoot 2 of the shots plus the foul shot. He gets 3 out of 4.
And they get the ball.
Yeah. But was he was the shooter?
Yeah, he was
he was the shooter.
That's
okay,
right. You're right. You're
okay.
right. Okay, so 2 techs did offset, but there was the personal foul on Brandon Wright, and Robinson was the one shooting.
Shooter, okay.
And then obviously shot the technical free throws. Okay.
So
all right.
The only question I have is, was Day Thomas ejected from the game? I don't think he was. I think there was just the 2 technical. Well, maybe would have had the 3rd if he was shooting any free throws for technicals. So I don't know.
Well, what's likely with 41 left to play, Thomas's night is over as Stewart's in, and Young with the finish.
A strong move by Young, probably the dagger.
10-point ball games. King pressured heavily. Salim, he's got it. And I think he stepped out of bounds. Bryant basketball.
I think he stepped out of bounds because he was pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought Ryan Young was going to pick up what would have been his 4th personal foul. No call there.
I mean, hats off to Bryant. They've played a heck of a ball game, but boy, and some physicality that's not been called on a reciprocating way at times.
And Bryant will just dribble it out here. So they come into Boone Fitzpatrick Fieldhouse and hold off the Central comeback and come away with the 63-53 victory over the hometown Tigers. So Bryant moves to 16-9 overall, 6-2 in the 6A Central for Central. They fall to 11-14 overall, and 3-5. Oh, Thomas. Still some post-game issues going on right now. I think even the student section was saying something to some of the Bryant players. I mean, this is a rivalry game, not as heavily of a rivalry game as somebody like North Little Rock. Yeah.
Well, but I mean, so as a Bryant guy, here's what I think you look at. Obviously, the matchups last year, and then the state title matchup,
yeah.
and now you get both of them again in the regular season. So I think there's no love lost between these teams. It's a rivalry that's kind of been built by success. So, you know, Bryant's is a squad that when I was in school at Bryant, we didn't have basketball success. And so now they have success, and this battle's gone on because both teams have been so successful. So it's really cool to see. I'm glad that, you know, we're going to walk out of here with all cooler heads prevailing, you know, because this is sports. You're going at each other for 32 minutes out there. The fans are building it up for 2 or 3 days. So, you know, have fun, but you know, you hate to see that Day Thomas got ejected from the game. You never know what's said and what's being done. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, man, this is sport. You're just out there, you know, battling against one another. And in the heat of the moment, people say things that you might want to take back later. But, you know, fun ball game. It didn't go our way, but it was a fun ball game to watch without a doubt.
Exactly right. Now taking a look at what Bryant has coming up on their schedule after this game. Of course, they have won their 3rd straight. They will be at home against Little Rock Southwest, their second to last home game of the season. That will be this Friday. And for your Tigers, of course, they are looking to break their 3-game losing streak right now, and they will have a pretty good chance of doing that against Cabot here at home on Friday. And you know, if you have Valentine's Day plans, please put this broadcast in, fit this into your tight schedule. Well, hopefully it's a quick one so we can get out of here. And
so
anyway,
when I saw the schedule come out, you know, my wife is our producer on our broadcast.
Right.
I said, I'm taking you to the hillside for Valentine's Day, which is Sylvan Hills, which is literally across the street from our house.
Yeah.
So we'll be at Sylvan Hills on Friday night, and looking forward to that one. Hey, listen, you know, it's been a joy, Chris. I had to try to figure out how to transition from play-by-play directly to color. So I had to find my groove in there with you. But man, I just want to say, you and Will, you guys are doing a phenomenal job over here.
I appreciate that.
Central Tiger fans, you guys are fortunate to have these two. They are talented. They are fun. They are exciting. And I love every minute of it. So, you know, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you letting me butt in on you tonight. And appreciate Will Watkins and the job he does on production. And best producer in the company. Don't tell anybody I said that. And, hey, Pat Haley up there, too. He's the man. I'm glad. Was that Pat? Who is that?
That's
Wade.
Wade.
Wade. Never mind. Sorry, I got a text from Pat. And so I was thinking, sorry, it is Wade. Sorry, thanks. Wade Rainey up there.
Wade Rainey on camera.
Wade's the man. He saved my life at Sylvan Hills one time, so I appreciate Wade. But one last time, I want to talk about our sponsors real quick before we go. So our regular season sponsorship, if you will commit to the rest of the regular season now, we will include that. We will include you as a playoff sponsor as well. Presenting sponsor, $1,200. Bronze sponsor, $250. Silver, $350. Gold, $500. Platinum, $750. And the platinum ones would get you like all the free throw mentions, 3 points, those kind of things. So those are some options there. If you would rather just help us get just to postseason and help us sponsor the postseason broadcast, those start at $50 and range up to $250 a game. And man, look, we want to be able to travel up to Springdale and follow this team, and we just need your help from a sponsorship standpoint. And just to continue to get to listen to these guys, obviously, and hopefully there's another run to a 6A state title in the win. But just if you and also in the comments as well, there's a Cash App link if you just want to donate or sponsor individually as well. So, but man, I appreciate you letting me join you, and a great ball game.
Real quick, because there's probably going to be people that have some question. Where can they find more information about this?
Well, if you want more information, because it was super confusing what I just said, 501-960-2255. I think, if we haven't, we'll get the Partner With Us link updated on the website, naturalstatesports.com. If you can maybe do that, possibly. If not, it's cool. Just reach out to me, 501-960-2255, and I will happily send you over the information. And I think we're probably going to put it out on social media as well here real soon. So just look for it out there. We'll get it out into the social media sphere so that you guys can figure out different ways to help this Tiger Sports Network follow us all the way up to Springdale.
Yep. Could also reach out to me on Twitter, or X, at CRGay2024. Well, until next time, thank you all for tuning in. Until next time against Cabot, we will see you on Friday. But have a great evening, be safe, and go Tigers!